Lots have happened for sure, and but no regret. We were so grateful that we have joined the platform. And I just think back 12 months ago when we have our grand opening, we have all the directors here with us, or the team leader, the warrior, everyone from all over the place and different countries that come here to wish us well. So we were so blessed. All of a sudden, we feel like, the world just opened up. And then we get to know so many people around the world, all the warrior from different, different part of the country. So anyway, this evening, I have 6 special guests with me on Facebook Live to share their IQI journey with us. Basically talk about the last 12 months, how's that like to be with IQI. And first of all, of course, we have our big boss, Lily, who will definitely have to say something. So allow me to introduce our director of IQI Australia, Lily. So hi, Lily. You might need to unmute yourself, Lily.
Okay. Am I good? And can everyone hear me now? So I think it's all right, right?
Yeah, you're perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So Lily, I'm sure you will agree with me. The last 12 months with IQI has been exciting, and
yes, definitely.
Yeah, and especially moving from your own company and join IQI, it is a big decision. It's a big step forward in your business planning. And I'm sure a lot of people will ask you, why IQI, not other real estate brand, but IQI. Do you mind share with us about that? And also perhaps share with us, how is the last 12 months like with IQI?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Lian. Hello, everyone, and good evening. Okay, time really flies, just brings, right? We are here now in August. So first questions, why IQI? Yeah, that is a good question because I don't have so many chance, right, to answer, because after a year's, right, after I clear my mind, right, so I have a very clear, like, when I think back, like what happened in 2018. So before we actually joined IQI as a small company in here, we do quite well. I mean, we have the good internal cultures that we work hard, we play hard, and we definitely eat hard as well. So end of 2018, that was the first times I met them. And at that time, I was actually predicts the markets were going down in Perth because, as you know, Perth have very limited populations. And by looking at all the high-rise that we built, right, then I was thinking, right, with the populations we have and with the slowdown with the migrations, there's no way we can absorb that kind of volume. So I keep thinking about, right, we have to go overseas, So I do travel a little bit, but not every trip you make sales. Of course, some trip you make a lot of sales. I remember the years when I met IQI, we met 20 fantastic sales in one trip. But it's not always the case, as I mentioned just now. That was one of the exceptional good project in Perth at that time. So of course, yeah, we make plenty sales, but we always explore the opportunity, see whether we can expand our business to overseas. So finally, I met IQI in 2018, and I actually went there twice for an interview. And I, to be honest, is fall in love with them immediately, because during the interviews, right, they never asked me, right, about my business turnover. They never asked me how much I can bring to the table, how much I earn. Even when they visit us in Perth on the second year in 2019, they also never mentions about the dollar signs. And I love the culture because we do share the same belief, that is, do the right things, empower our people, work hard, play hard, enjoy life. Okay, so that basically my main reason. So work hard, play hard, and enjoy life. So looking at backs, right, this morning when I flipped through all my pictures, that is a lot we have done over the last 12 months. So I just go through quickly is what my journal, what sort of journey that we have gone through. So July, that is when we start our financial year. That is also when we start to trade under the trade names of IQI in Australia. So we actually officially trade under the IQI brand on from the 1st of July. that is the new financial year in Australia. And the first event that we participate was the IQI conventions, and 9 of us actually traveled all the way from Australia to join them. And that was the first time I saw a company with over 1,000 of staff gathered together inside a hall. Very impressive and excited. We also met the other warriors from different countries, for instance, from Canada, from Dubai, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and so on. And during the events, right, IQI makes another more excited announcement that is between the joint venture with WA. We really shocked, okay, because I have been working in China and Hong Kong for a while, so then I know like what sort of platform they have. I really shocked at that moment. So after the KL trip, we actually flew to Bangkok with again with the trip with a team, and then we visit some of the project over there. And during that trip, we actually bought 4 apartments on spot. And this is how much confidence we have with the project that is recommended by our colleagues in Bangkok. In August, when we're back to Perth, we start to pack our stuff and move from our old office to the bigger office because we're ready to take the challenge. Can you imagine with the 37 square meter, we move into another 128 square meter office. So 37 square meters, right? Derek reminded me yesterday, included 7 square meter of toilet. So a group of us, I can't imagine how we go through that period of time for 2 years. We were in a 30 square meter office and around 15 or 16 of us, okay? I have no idea how we can squeeze there for 2 years. But then we moved to a bigger office and then we start to prepare for the grand opening. That was end of August. That's where we up to now, okay? On the 30th of August, so we celebrate our openings, the grand openings, and 40 VIPs from overseas and more than 150 of local guests witnessed the openings. In September, again, we break so many, like, for me, it's a personal life, right? That is a lot of records that I never ever met. So we flew to Dubai, attend this Dubai Cityscape Expo and see the real world class of like property, okay? So I still remember before I landed to Dubai, right? When I'm looking at the buildings, right, from through the windows, right, I told Ian, maybe we just go there for a trip, you know, because but looking at their projects, right, I start to lose a bit confidence with my own project because that is really opened my eyes to see the world-class projects, okay? And then we went for safari, look for different projects. We visit also, you know, on site. And then we have the dinner in this big 6-star hotel. Until today, I still cannot, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Arab, something like that, okay? And then in October, as soon as we come back, I think 2 weeks, within a week, I think, then we start our Malaysia trip to KK, Miri, and Cebu. And then the feeling is very different this time because we feel like we're going back to a home. Like we go to every office, right? Just connect to the Wi-Fi, right? We are automatically connected because we all share the same Wi-Fi password. So because we used to travel alone, you know, when we start from me, myself, and then with my team, we always go to different venue, just, you know, 4 of us, 5 of us. Now we feel like going home because we have a big group of us, of them like join us. And we all wearing the same T-shirt. We all share the same belief. So that was in October. So then I come back from the trip, that is November, December. So we stopped traveling, but we start our non-stop marathon seminar on NRES. Keep talking about NRES until I can dream about NRES as well. So it has been non-stop until Christmas. We celebrate the Christmas with a small party, okay, on top of, you know, I mean, in the same buildings where we have right now, where our offices, just a small barbecue for the Christmas. So during the breaks, I mean, the Christmas breaks, right, we do have colleagues from KL also visit us. Yeah, so in January, again, that is another big thing for us that's never happened before. So we are being invited to attend this Japan Asset Management Expo in Tokyo. I feel very, because I never see such a big expo. And we are, I think in the whole expos, right, we are there are only 2 teams is from overseas. and one of them is us, and another team is from Bali. So we feel very, very proud. In the expo, we sealed our first Japan's deal. Language basically is a big barrier, okay, but luckily we have colleagues, Ben, who can speak Japanese, so that's why we sealed our first deal during the expo. And I'm so grateful to say that is how we start the Tokyo market. And today we just sealed another deal, okay. Also, we just received another reservations from Japan as well. So fantastic. Of course, we during the trips, right, we also visit a couple of the project. We want to see, right, what sort of project they are doing with 400,000 Aussie dollar, what sort of apartment we can get over there. Of course, in Japan's, right, the next experience will be non-stop eating. So that trips, right, is only 5 of us one day. So it's a good experience. Unfortunately, during that period of times, right, end of January, right, we already start to hear about the COVID-19. So we start to feel, right, because it's very big changes, you know, because I still remember we went to the pharmacies, it was plenty of stock, and then, you know, few days later, most of the pharmacy is run out of the stock for masks. So we witnessed that change. So then February is the Chinese New Year. So as usual, we attend a lot of events that organized by banks, social media, local community associations. Okay, so even though at that time COVID-19, right, is getting serious in overseas, but in Perth, right, we still continue to do our Friday night events. So we invite a lot of guest speakers, included accountants for tax savings, financial planners who talk about the self-managed super fund, and we also arrange like referral nights, you know, to for our referral partners. So around March and April, WS start to impose this social distancing policies. So I remember Malaysia also around that time they start with these MCO regulations. So a lot of people may think that, oh, we must be very free within March and April. Unfortunately, it's not the case. Okay, because of course the sales cannot come to the office because of the social distancing. But you know, for us, right, we do the administration, admins, and management job. We still stay in the office all the times. And to be honest, right, I'm even busier at the time because I'm so grateful at that time to have IQI with us to go through that period. We actually have non-stop Zoom for seminar and trainings. Even we can, like, you know, like things like personal branding, like the talk about like how to make sales, like how to manage your times, like, and included like how to even like do magic, things like that, you know, that is so much fun. So we actually found, right, technology make us like there's no more distance. So that was the busiest I have, you know, over the years. And then in Perth, we are very lucky because we lockdowns around end of March, but we already start to live up and go into the phase one around end of April. So basically in Perth, right, we have only like 1 month of so-called, I won't say lockdown because we are not officially locked down. We just kind of like we just kind of like social distancing. So, and we are very lucky in May, we go into phase 2, and then June, we go into phase 3 and 4, and hopefully very soon we will go into phase 5 in October. So currently, right, the border still closed, okay? And in May, we're getting there. We start to, because all what we have learned, you know, through the IQI platform and, you know, our headquarters, we start to think, right, you know, there is so many things we can do. Why not we also have this every Friday? We come up with an idea called Friday Property Talk. So every Friday, 8 p.m., then we will split the month into 4 main sections. We will start with Perth. We talk about Malaysia, we talk about international. So every month we will have a guest speaker from different country, and then we will also invite local guest speaker like migrations agents. Yeah, even migrations we have go to twice. So, but recently we have reduced the seminar like we do twice per month. The reason being because we really want to keep the quality of the seminar. It's not like just to do the seminar for the sake to do the seminar. So we reduce the amounts, but we are looking for higher quality in deliver our seminar. Okay, so basically also reduce the workload for my team. And finally, when we come to June, we are now actually in Perth. We are sitting at the phase 4 of the COVID restrictions. And then we are very lucky because we have the grants from the federal and the state governments. So which actually try to stimulate the property market. So of course, then make the team is very, very busy right now. So yeah, that is the summary of the journey that we have gone through for the last 12 months. Yeah, Leanne, pass back to you.
The year that we have, what a wonderful and busy year.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until you actually talk it through, and then I was like, wow, have we? I was just wondering, wow, have we done that much? Sorry, Lily, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I actually, because I tried to get all these points right when I go through my picture. To be honest, right, I found right most of the time we are eating. Most of the picture is all about food. I have so many food picture. I just can't believe how much we eat.
Well, that's the IQI culture. We work hard and play hard, and we eat very hard too. So be prepared. If you join us at IQI Australia, you have to put on weight. So that's one of the criteria.
You can see I gained already at least 5 kilos.
Right. Thank you so much for your sharing. And then now I have my dear Alina, who is one of the property strategists with us. So Alina has joined us even before the IQI time. So she is probably in the best position to share with us her experience moving from the old company and into IQI. So dear, the last 12 months, how has that like been for you? Crazy, I'm sure.
Okay. Thanks, Leanne. Thank you very much. And thanks, Lily, our dear boss. That was a really good, insightful one whole year of a whole summary of what we did. Honestly, it feels like a few years because we just incorporate a lot of stuff, a lot of events like what you said. So getting back to the question of what Leanne asked, how has it been? One word, it has been transformational for me. Okay, so I am Alina Chan. So most of you may know me. Hi guys, I've got a KL team, a Malaysia team, a global team. You guys must have known. Sometimes I go on live, and I'm one of the property strategists and a team member of IQI Australia. So I'm here to share my story and a bit of my personal journey today on how I've started. Okay, so rewind 3 years ago. I was working as a wait person, okay? Very, very nice Chinese restaurant around this corner. And what happened was, at that time, our dear Lily, boss, is our regular customer. So every time when she comes in, we always have this connection, we always talk, we chat. So we kind of like each other's vibes. And Lily personally said that to me, I really like talking to you. And, I was carrying my dim sum, and most of you know me. I was working there for 2 years, okay? So what happened was Lily said, let's meet up for coffee, okay? One fine afternoon. So we exchanged numbers, and then what happened was the very next day we met up. And I didn't know, I was in my work clothes after work, okay, that I was being interviewed. So what happened was, we had a good chat. I didn't know it was, in the middle of interview, but then I've got offered this amazing opportunity at that time to be in a real estate role. So at that time, as Lily have mentioned, Trident. So this was 3 years back. So 2 years I was with Trident. We were very small, probably about 11, 12 of us in how many square feet? 37 square meter. Very cozy, very cozy. Our team meeting is always, again, with food. I think we did have it on Tuesday. One of the days we have it. It wasn't on Tuesday before, but I don't really quite remember. So we're still very, very close knitters. So at that time, I've already fallen in love with it, you know, being no real estate background, but I'm always willing to learn, okay? And that's what Lily told me, and I will always remember. She'll say that as long as you're willing to learn, you know, come join us. And that's it. So what happened was, and that time, you know, I think Trident would try to get our feet together, you know, at that time. And from then, you know, we gathered some momentum and have transitioned to what we call IQI Australia today. So 1 year has passed, 1 year, very fast, time flies. So, and then as preparing today's talk, you know, in tune with conjunction with our birthday, first year birthday, Lily and I were just chatting the other day, and, you know, she asked me, you know, Lena, what is the culture? Can you maybe explain the culture of IQI in your experience? So I had a little bit of thought, you know, on that. I think a couple of nights, you know, I think about it, because I really want to find out what's the true meaning of culture behind IQI, you know, IQI as a whole. So 4 words came to mind, okay, 4 keywords. So first is team orientated. We are very much in tune with teamwork. We are a very motivated team. We inspire each other, we encourage each other, and not just within the team of Australia, you know, for us in WA, but around the globe. You know, seriously, every morning, this is no fail, every morning, okay, I'm pretty sure Lily, you know, as the director, they have the chat room, okay, and we get a little chat room. So I don't know how she managed with hundreds of chat room. So Kashif, I think you're watching now. Thank you. Biggest boss, our group CEO, has always, with no fail, sent some inspirational quotes to us. Okay. And Leanne, Lily, we get the smaller groups and we get all these early in the morning, maybe about 8:30, when, you know, even before we hit the office, or sometimes we go bing, you know, there's a message, and, you know, that's a great way to kickstart our day. And I'm really, really thankful, because not a lot of companies would. We really, you know, I'm thankful for you, Kashif. And yeah. And the second one, okay, so there's 4 points. Second one would be, it's a bit of a tricky word, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's what it's called altruistic. Altruistic meaning it just simply means that we put our customer before us. So IQI care, we care. IQI Australia, IQI Global, we care. Okay, so it is pretty much in tune with my personality, and I think most of us, our personality, we care and we want to help, you know. We walk through this journey, not just opening and closing doors, like we always say, you know, we walk through and we hold our hand, you know, with the journey, you know, from A to Z actually. And after that, we have developed multiple friendships that I'm actually quite blessed. You guys are quite blessed. And, you know, it's something that, not talk about money, but something that pushes me to wake up every morning, you know, to help and just give back to other people. Okay, so I do have my notes here, so I don't want to miss out anything. So third point is forward thinking. So at IQI, we are always thinking one step ahead. Okay, we are innovative. And we tend to, so IQI as a global, as a whole, we incorporate technology and digitalization to better improve ourselves so that we can provide a better service to our clients. So one example, during COVID, okay, during pandemic, we had multiple trainings, you know, I mean, you do feel free to comment wherever that you guys have attended all the training, like I said, Lily, from all walks of, all types of training. And we were pumped, you know, we were getting as much knowledge we were getting as much, you know, we were upskilling ourselves, and this was, you know, this is what the platform is all about. So we are very blessed to be part of it. So it was actually quite interesting because Lily was mentioning about our IQI convention last year. There was 2,000 people in the biggest ballroom in Bangsa, if I don't yet recall. I don't quite, because it was very overwhelming for us. I didn't really got to meet you guys, but I think during this time I have met and established a good relationship with, globally. Okay, I'll go on to the last one. Last but not least, but I think will be the most important one, would be leadership. At IQI again, we have amazing, fantastic leaders. So I'm going to name a few, as you guys know: Kashif, Gyot, you know, we got Daniel, Sheila, Nabil, Shahid, just to name a few, and we got our dearest Lily, you know, who I believe, in my perspective, in my experience, they incorporate what you call a transformational leadership style. They have their ultimate best intentions to bring out the best in all of us, okay? Us, the employees, you know, and we are very grateful, and I can't thank you, you know, enough. And when the bosses, when the head of directors, you know, we get together, I mean, we dance, we sing, we eat. And that's the best thing about it. Like, we work as a family. So I think that's really, that made me attract to the whole, you know, like I said, the whole family and the whole organization as a whole. So in my journey, I hope, as I continue this journey with my team, I hope that one day I'll be able to be one of you leaders and to give back what you guys have taught me, what you guys have taught us. And really, you know, we grow together. It's personal growth. It is personal development, and it's just to become a better person. And I don't think anyone, I mean, or not anyone, sorry, do excuse, you know, in other real estate company, or, you know, it's, I love it. I love it. I seriously, you know, and I'm not sure whether Lily is gonna cry. Got your tissues ready, because like I said, it's very emotional. Like, you know, it's transformational, and I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart. So, and this is us. And, you know, with that, happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to IQI Australia. And I thank you all for listening. And I look forward to many, many more, you know, experiences and journey with you. So thank you.
Thank you for your sharing, Alina. That is very touching, you know. And I think you bring up a really, really, you know, strong point. It is transformational, and you probably, sometimes, you know, you probably didn't realize that, but working along with you, we can see how you have changed, how you have progressed. And I'm sure your children, your family, your friends will see how much you have changed. And yes, moving forward, yes, please, team leader. We want more team leader here. So I think that also, you know, that is a good point that Alina bring up with the IQI model. The beauty of it is everyone have a chance. So everyone will have the opportunity to, you know, climb the career ladder. Everyone can be a leader. So there is no limit. And as long as you're willing to work hard, your hard work will be rewarded. So you go, Alina. And talking about the training and during COVID, that remind me one of our team member who I'm going to introduce next, who during the COVID has addicted to a new hobby, which we will get to see his production later. Yes, so our dear Ben. So we are very blessed to meet Ben in one of our roadshow, property roadshow back in 2018, I think. Yeah, that was in Malaysia. So here come Ben, and we have a chit chat. He said, I am migrating to Perth. So I said, yeah, good. when you come to Perth, please look for us. It's like, yep, I will come and look for you guys, and I might join you guys. All right, yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, 12 months ago, or maybe a little bit longer than that, Ben came to Perth, and he did call Lily's up or Lena's up, maybe one of them, not me. And then Ben joined us. So Ben by trade is an engineer. And everyone know in Perth, engineer will be on the top of the list of high-paying profession. So Ben, I wonder if you can share with us today, why have you decided to join IQI and join the real estate industry instead of going into engineering and make big money? And I mean, real estate agent also make big money. Yeah, share with us, Ben, if you don't mind.
Hi. Thanks you, Lily. Lian. So hi, my name is Ben, and I'm the property strategist in IQI WA, and I'm kind of new here. Actually, it's not that new. I actually see the transformation from the previous company to IQI as well. So I actually experienced the 37-meter square meeting as well as the eating and everything. So it's actually quite fun as well. So I know how it feels like a family instead of a company. So that's what I really appreciate. So back to the questions why I choose the sales in the real estate. So I have a confess to make today. To be honest, I never think that sales in real estate will be my career initially when I just migrated to Perth. As you know, it's just things that I want to explore everything basically. So it's kind of weird that when I talk to Lina, one of the leaders in IQI WA, it's very funny that she never recruit me. She tell me that, oh, it's good that you come here. So if you need any helps, yeah, you might find this job. Maybe why don't you try to send some parcel? Why don't you try to do some Australian post? And a funny thing that she is sales in real estate, and she never sell me property as well. So it actually kind of reverse cycle. I think that, what is this guy doing? I thought she should be selling me something, but she's not. So from then on, I know that she is doing differently. So, but again, that time I was just exploring. So I approached Lina, and Lina told me that, okay, if you're really interested in it, talk to my boss, which is the next one that I met will be Lily. And the same thing, they never really tell you how much sales you're going to make, how are you going to bring profit for our company. No, none of that. Basically, what are they saying is, how are you? How are your family doing? What are you planning to do here actually, this and that. So it's something so different. They never questions and they never ask about how are you going to sell for me and everything before they recruit you. But then, of course, they will tell you what's the requirement to become a sales rep and everything. And at the same time, I was trying to work up somewhere, this and that. I'm doing some part-times here and there as well, trying to find some work that I'm really enjoying. And actually, that's when, how do I say that? The time that I actually decided that real estate sales will be my long life career is the time when I'm doing some part-times. And I'm so lucky and so blessed that I have friends that actually bought the first investment property, as well as the first time people bought their first home from me. And when they say, thank you, Ben, and they say, thanks, Ben, for giving me a perfect home. So that's the time that I feel that, oh, that is so satisfying. Compared to a high-paid job, don't get confused. Working in real estate, you can get a lot money as well. Sky is the limit, but it's really about the feeling, not the feeling when the money is coming to your bank, but it's the feeling when the people, they talk into your face and say thank you. And when they move in, they will text you and say, hey, I'm moving in today to the first home. So that's the feeling that we are looking into. So that's how I actually feel very touchy as well for myself. And to be honest, I just share what I'm doing for my career to my friends and everything. And I'm so blessed that I have colleagues, my boss, my team leader, who actually guided me throughout the transition from Malaysia to Perth. Just like what Lian said, I just migrated here last year, March. So I know nothing. And sales was the fastest thing that I can expose to the whole Perth. And it's sort of like a miracle. Within a year, I actually got my first investment property, and I actually got my first home as well. So come on, it's sort of like a miracle. You buy a 2 house in the Perth that you barely know this place. And that's how I think sales in real estate is a dream come true creator, something like that. So, and why IQI? I'm sure a lot of people like Lily's, Alina actually shares to you why IQI. Like I say, IQI, we don't sell. We are different from other agencies. We don't sell. We want to know what do you want in your life. And we make the planning together with you, and we sort it out together. Even it take long, some of clients might take up to 1 year. Some of the clients that Alina or maybe Lien's or Lina have been taking care of like 2-3 years, but that's all matter, the result. The result is the awesome thing that we are looking into. So people in IQI, doesn't matter where, globally or here, they only have one thing. They always emphasize on one thing: do the right thing and the wealth will follow you. Doesn't matter how high is the position in this company, doesn't matter it's the CEO, Kashif, or Daniel Hall, they will talk at the same level with you. Lily will guide you, treat your kids like her family as well, and then do all sort of like family things, like just to tell you how you should get things done. We are not trying to scam people here, because a lot of people think we are scamming people, right? But we are not. We are. It's like, why are we doing all sort of things just to get people to buy like an investment property? They cannot buy, but it's just the way we are. So that's why, to be honest, I don't choose IQI as a company. I choose mostly our leaders. My first leader is Lina. She taught me basically everything. I'm an engineer like previously, but I'm not an engineer now. I'm very sensitive to figures. We approach people with systematic ways and with facts as well. We don't bluff and everything. So that's how I get my first home and investment property as well. So that's why I think IQI is so special in this way. We don't stress on pushing people buying from us or whatever. We approach people with the systematic way and a sharing approach, that telling people this is how we do it. Yeah, so I think that's all from me. Thank you, Lian.
Thank you, Ben. That is a wonderful sharing. I think, yeah, you are not the only person that will feel that, you know, you never in your wild world, I mean, yeah, dream that you will become a real estate agent. Neither do I. I'm sure Alina, Curtis, and Derek will never thought that one day we all will be a real estate agent or, you know, property strategist. And sounds like you have enjoyed it and you saw out the full estate and then the whole estate by Ben. And yeah, like what you say, the most satisfying things that we have is when the client, they've got the first home, or when their investment is making return, or they actually just move one step forward in their life and do something that really amazing and like what Alina said, transformational. Yeah. So anyway, if you have just signed in, this is IQI Australia live from Perth. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary here. And then next, I have my dear Curtis. And Curtis has just joined us for maybe just about a quarter of the year. But I feel like, Curtis, you have been with us forever. You just fit in perfectly. And you just live the culture perfectly as well. Yeah. So yeah, Curtis, if you don't mind, share with us, being new to the industry and being new to IQI, how is it like for you in the last short 4 months? And also, how do you feel IQI helped you to achieve your personal goal in life? Because you have shared your goal in life with me. So I'm just curious to know how IQI can help you with that. To you, Curtis?
Oh, hi everyone. How are we going? Welcome to IQI Australia's anniversary birthday. I guess I can agree with everyone in saying that my own goal was actually not to be a real estate agent, believe it or not. I was actually studying psychology before this. But yeah, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Hey, I always wanted to own my own business, whether it be in psychology or whether it be anything else. It didn't matter. All I wanted to do was to be in charge. I wanted to be my own boss. And I think when I first came to IQI, I was in my first interview with Leanne and Lily, and they said to me, you know, we're looking for entrepreneurs. And I thought, how does that work? Like, how are you hiring entrepreneurs? And they said, well, we want someone who is driven, and then we want someone who has goals. And I thought, wow, this sounds great. I don't need to own my own psychology business. I can be my own entrepreneur in real estate. And I guess that when I look at Leanne and Lily and other people in IQI, I look at them and I think, wow, these guys really are entrepreneurs. They are driven and they are successful and they are motivated. And I think those are the three things that you need to be when you work in this kind of career, is to be driven, successful, and motivated. And they all, you know, have their own definitions, okay? So being driven doesn't just mean waking up every morning and going to work. It means actually wanting to go to work. And I think that working for IQI and working with people like Lily and Leanne, it becomes so easy to want to get up and go to work, and because they're always motivating us. Especially like Alina said earlier, we have our group chat and we're always getting messages at like 8 a.m. in the morning saying things like, keep going and keep trying and pushing hard and all of this stuff. And it really drives us forward to want to achieve our own goals. And I guess like when it comes down to being driven to be successful, what I learned while I work at IQI is that success is really relative. You know, everybody's idea of success is very different. Some people's ideas is to own 50 investment properties and retire at the age of, I don't know, 40. Other people's is to own 2. And other people's is to work hard until they retire and, you know, do it that way. So I feel like since starting, success really is what you put in. It's more about getting up every day and putting in how much you want to get back, and you'll only get back as much as you put in. And I've really learned that from these guys. And the main thing about success is to be motivated to be successful. And, you know, motivation isn't always easy. Motivation is one of the hardest things ever. Because I can tell you right now, I don't wake up every day and feel motivated. And I don't think anybody does, because that's impossible. Like, it's impossible. Apart from those crazy personal trainers and Bill Gates, of course, Bill Gates, but nobody else feels motivated 100% of the time. And I got to say that working for IQI, coming to our meetings every Tuesday really makes me feel motivated. You walk into the room and it's like you walking in and there's like a high, you know, everybody, I'm like, what are these people taking? Like, seriously, they're all just like so ready to burst because they're so motivated. And we sitting down, we're talking about our projects, and everyone's so excited and energetic, and it really helps you just, you know, attack the next week with everything that you've got and chase your dreams and find your own potential. But of course, none of finding success and none of being driven or motivated would ever be successful without the kind of support that I get from IQI, especially from the team leaders and my other team colleagues. You know, it's all about sharing knowledge. And I feel like, you know, you can be driven and successful and you can do everything you can, but if you don't have people to support you, you're only going to get so far, you know? So you got to find someone who mentors you. You got to find someone who is the prop, you know, they're your crutch, because everyone has a weakness. You need someone who's going to help you sort of combat your own weakness and teach you how to manage things properly, especially when it comes to people like Leanne and Lily and other team members. They share so much knowledge all the time, especially Leanne. I think I called her last week and she was at church, and she still helped me at church. She's like, oh, I'm actually at church. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I go back to praising God. She's like, no, it's okay. We'll get through this. And then I'll go back to praising God. And she's always available no matter what. And I really, really appreciate that. And she also teaches me that hard work pays off, because nobody else works harder than the people in IQI. And I think that shines through when someone's at church and they get a call and they still answer it and they still provide support and information. Just working hard and achieving your goals is so possible in this team environment. There's so much support. So what I can say is that the kind of things that we learn at IQI is more than your average agent could ever learn. Other agents are out there, they're running around trying to get listings, and they're, trying to sell properties, and they've got so many properties to sell. Whereas we get given all of our projects by our project manager. They work so hard to find us the absolute quality projects in Perth. And all we have to do is sell them because they're so fantastic. But what we learn about isn't just, how to sell houses, how to chat to other buyers and things. It's more than that. They really look at the team and they look for the gaps in our knowledge and they try to fill them. Like, for instance, last week I came to Leanne with a question that I thought she'd never be able to answer. Someone wanted to create a self-managed super fund, and I said, how on earth, what is going on? I don't understand. And she was like, bam, 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 bam. This is how you do it. Actually, next week we've got someone coming in and they're going to teach us all how to do it, because this is a gap in everyone's knowledge. So that was filled very quickly and very sufficiently. Just coming up this Tuesday, and I'm looking so much forward to it, to find out more. Because they're teaching us things that, other real estate agents don't even dream of knowing about, nor do they want to know about, because their job is limited to selling houses, whereas we are working for clients. Our clients come in and we assess sort of what they need, and we work with them for how to best service them and how to best find out how we can satisfy their needs and get them into something that they really love and really enjoy, no matter what their situation. And I think honestly that I have learned more in the past 3-4 months of working for IQI than I have in the past 24 years of my life. I mean, I've been through primary school, I learned maths and multiplication, but they never teach you depreciation or anything like that, do they? So it's fantastic. I've learned so much in the past 4 months, and I am so excited to learn so much more. And of course, not to mention all of the activities that I've been so lucky to be involved in. I feel like I joined at the right time. It's our first anniversary, and who other people's work takes them out to karaoke and sings alongside, and the boss is singing with them. It's so fantastic. So yeah, I just got to say that IQI is so fantastic, and I'm looking forward to working here for hopefully a little bit longer or a lot longer. And I can find a success, and I can help other people find success, and I can help some people follow their dreams. So thank you, IQI. Happy anniversary, and here's to another year.
Thanks, Curtis. Yeah, you cracked me up. That was a wonderful sharing. Yeah. And it's okay. I don't mind being stopped 24/7. So you can text me anytime whenever you have questions. Yeah. So we like to train our new agents and want to make sure everyone is well equipped. So being a team leader here, so I'm one of the team leader, and the other team leader is Lena. Our role is to recruit and to train new agents. So we always welcome all the like-minded people to join us in IQI, and we provide stock, we provide training, and yeah. So your job is to just help problem solve the client that you have. Whatever problem that they have come to you, you just solve the problem. Yeah. So enough about hearing from us. I think now we just want to have a quick listen to what our client talk about us. So if I can get William to share.
The reason for me to set up the company is because I would like to create a platform which I think everyone just deserves a fair chance, regardless to start it as an employee or you just want to be a new investor. So that is a platform that's to support each other and to give everyone a go.
What I fortunately had was so much support. Leanne from IQI was amazing throughout the whole process from start to finish. She was so supportive, she was very knowledgeable. So this made the property buying process so much easier for me. And that's what I really appreciated about her and the service that she provided me.
So on behalf of the team of IQI Australia, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all our clients for your trust and your support in the past 12 months. And I'm sure our relationship will not just end at the settlement, but the friendship and partnership is going to continue to grow and flourish. And yeah, I think we'll walk this journey together. Okay, next up I have Priscilla, who is the channel manager in our office, and she looked after all the channel, overseas channel sales in our company. And she's also Lily left right hand, if you know what I mean. Yeah, she is very important to the company. Yeah, without her, Lily basically got no arms. So, and she has been with us in the last 7 years, I think. So she knows everything about the company, and she's almost like a live computer. Every time I was like, oh, I can't remember this, and I just go, please, and then she would just give me the answer. So she is very important to all of us. So anyway, since we joined IQI, our global platform has expanded, you know, obviously. And now not only we're selling our project in Australia, and we get to promote different projects from overseas as well. And we not only we can promote the project from overseas, we can also bring our investor and open up their investment portfolio to overseas. So if you don't mind, share with us, in the last 12 months, how have you seen how the IQI global platform has changed the way we work, and just your experience, like how the channel working at the moment?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm really honored to be here and to share about channel sales. So today it's totally about IQI, and yeah, so honored and so privileged to be able to work alongside with the team, work alongside with Lily for the past, actually it's about 6 years, Lian. So yeah, so in September, it will be my 6 years together with Lily. So I've walked this journey for quite a while. So back to IQI. So the beauty of IQI is that we are borderless. So hence the potential is limitless, with international office and branch around the globe, such as Australia, Malaysia, Dubai, Canada, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines, New Zealand, Singapore, China, Hong Kong, UK, Pakistan, India. I lost count. So we can actually proudly say that we are truly global. So let me quickly talk about how channel sales work and how we can benefit our clients in or outside Australia. So a quick example. So if you're in Australia and you're interested to diversify your investment portfolio and thinking to invest a property, let's say in Vietnam, we then contact the team in Vietnam, and they will select a few projects that suit your requirement. So IQI Australia will still be your main contact, in Australia, and the team in Vietnam will be doing all the groundworks and updates, and they can assist to manage your investment property even after settlement. So which means you own an investment property overseas, and it's hassle-free. So we do all the groundworks for you, and you just be there and just relax. So vice versa. So if there's a Thailand client that would like to purchase a property in Australia, the client will get full support from the Thailand team who speaks their language back home, as well as the team in Australia who has the local knowledge and who knows the project, in greater depth, so inside out. So how do we do it? So from presenting a few projects for the client to pick, all the way to after settlement, IQI Australia goes the extra miles to provide comprehensive services to our clients. We work closely with settlement agents, finance broker, accountants, property managers, and also additional service providers such as third-party inspector, window treatment providers, depreciation report, insurance providers, and the list goes on and on. So we pride ourselves by providing a seamless, carefree transaction experience to all of our clients. This is what our slogan sounds: beyond real estate. So we go the extra miles. So throughout the 1 year that we've joined IQI Global, we carry out several Zoom trainings and project briefings to our international teams, and also invited key personnel from the international team to present their local projects to our audience in Australia. So incorporated with IQI's DNA, co-broking, collaboration, info sharing between officers or international team is our norm. So to sum up the channel sales, I would highly recommend that you to fully utilize this really strong IQI global platform. So do not hesitate to reach out to myself or the international team. So if you have any questions or if you have any clients that want to inquire properties from anywhere in the globe, we are here to help and support each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pris. 6 years, hey? I think
Yes.
that will probably go on to 60 years. You can stay with us, for very long. And I think we have decided to adopt you as our younger sister. When I was thinking about the name, I can't help to laugh because the other day I decided to name Priscilla Lee Hai. That means awesome. Because we got Lily, Lina, and Lian, now we got Lee Hai. All right, this is a bad joke. Anyways, last but not least, we have our business development manager, Derek, with us. So Derek has a big job on his shoulder. So his job is to overlook all the projects that we have. He will do all the due diligence, pick the best project for us, and making sure all the warriors, the agents, have good product to introduce to our buyers. Derek, so we know when you pick up a project, there's lots to do. Do you mind share with us just briefly what sort of project we have now or anything in the pipeline, and how do we go about picking up a new project?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Leanne. Good evening, everyone. And this is Derek. Nice to meet you all here tonight. And just now watch the testimonial video. It's quite touchy to see our customer happy with our service and projects. So when we talk about the project in the last financial year, that is from July last year until June this year, actually we have over 36 projects, which is including off-the-plan apartment, house and land, and established brand new house. So out of this project, and there's a couple of them is quite significant. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, if the leader has been here last year, they will know about it, is the Crest Burswood. The Crest Burswood is an iconic apartment in Burswood. It just won the Western Australia Residential Architecture Award 2 months ago. It's located in Perth's entertainment hub, short distance to CBD, right next to Burswood tram station. And we contribute 61% of all sold units, which is 59 units in total. Of course, we hope we can celebrate the 60th soon. And the next one is the Length Apartment in Beckenham. The whole project is sold out. There's total 54 units in total, and we sold 42. and we contribute 78% of the total sales. And the third one is the Lakeside apartment in Success. Is an established apartment, and we contribute 36% of the sales, and it is sold out now as well. And the other project in the significant in the last financial year is a house project, which is really impressed us, is in the Linwood. It's a 5-house project, great size, high ceilings, great layout designs, high specification, great finishing, and we received all the reservation within the first 2 weeks and has been all settled. So in case you miss out this project, so please don't worry. So the same developer has another project called Cascade, which will be completed soon. The last significant project in the last year, financial year, is Ferocity in Kennington. It's off the plan apartment. It's going to complete by the end of this year, just right next to Westview Carousel Shopping Center. It's the largest shopping center in Perth. It's the hot spot in Perth. So everything you can mention, it just take about 10 minutes drive around Ferocity. You can get everything you want. So we deliver 23% of the sales within just 3 months time. So well done, everyone. So now we are working on another 5 exclusive projects. The first one is Elements at Carousel in Kennington. So what about special about Elements is that they already got approval from council for the short stay. It is really not many apartments can get the short stay approval, and it is flexible for our both owner occupied and investor as well, so that they can like lease out as a short term, long term, or living there. The other project is Aviator Apartments in Kildare. Is off the plan apartment, close to CBD, start construction soon. So opposite of Belmont Forum Shopping Center. So bus stop at doorstep, so get directly to city, university, and airport. So the third exclusive project we have is Mode in Kennington. The project name is Mode, M-O-D-E. So it's established brand new townhouse and apartments. It's great location, great quality. You buy now, you move in now, or you rent out now. And the next one is the one I mentioned before. It's called Cascade by Oz Global. It's in Waterford. If you study in Curtin University, you know about Waterford. It's really close to Curtin. It's just only 8 minutes walk to Curtin University. It's a double-story luxury townhouse. Excellent environment. So in 2015, that area got an award for the best residential development in whole Australia. It's $1 million suburb, but we are selling in affordable price. So the last exclusive project is Eclat by Palazzo in West Perth. The West Perth is just next to Perth CBD and also iconic Kings Park. Palazzo used to build multi-millions luxury house in Western suburb, and they will put the same standard to this apartment project. So we are planning to do a VIP launch in the next month. So everyone just stay tuned. So in fact, even though it seems like we got so many projects, but we are quite picky as well. And we do due diligence, and we quite caution. We ask developer to fill up our questionnaires. Sales contract will be reviewed by our principal and the lawyers. We also do our own market research to ensure the project is matching to the suburbs' demographics, requirements, and needs. So apart from Perth, we also have the projects in Eastern State as well. So including Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Gold Coast. So that's all my part. And thank you so much, our customer, for your trust and support. And I'll pass the time back to Leanne.
Thank you, Derek, for sharing that. That's an amazing sales performance, considering we're such a small team of just 11 sales team members. So can you imagine if our team expand? Yeah, go IQI, go team. Yeah. Unfortunately, we only have a short an hour this evening, so I can't have all our team members sharing their thought with us tonight. But I would like to just quickly acknowledge William, who is on our screen this evening. William has always been in the background controlling and managing everything, make sure our events flowing through. And yes, so thank you so much, William, for all your hard work. And now I also would like to share one of our in-house production of our team member. Just want to acknowledge and thank you for all the IQI warrior. Thank you for being such a wonderful team player and a hardcore warrior like Curtis there. We are probably on something. We are always on high and so much energy and yeah, and very happy, and we just eat a lot. I think must be the sugar high. So yes, William, if you can just share that in-house production, that would be great. Thank you. I just want to quickly say that that production is the side effect from COVID, which I think Lily will explain.
Did I unmute? Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say just now, Lian?
I said this production is a side effect from COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because of COVID, and someone decided to pick up a new hobby, and he did it so well. Yeah. Do you want to do the acknowledgement? Yeah.
Yes. All of a sudden, he become the professional. I don't know how much he spent, but he definitely, okay. So the video might takes only like few minutes to watch, okay. But our dearest Ben, who deeply addict to it now, I would say that. And all of a sudden, within a month, right, he become a professional, okay, like a productions what you call that, the producer. Okay, so Ben actually is the big hero behind this video, and he has spent like weeks and weeks to prepare. So what you have seen just now, right? The beach, the view, the buildings from different locations, included the sunrise. You have to remember, yeah, we are having winter right now. So he took that in the early morning with Williams. I have no idea how they do it. Wake up at 4 o'clock and start to stand there under the winter. Like, I still remember there's one time, right, it's nearly like 10 degrees. Am I right? Ben, feel free to jump in. Okay, so then they told us they are in Kings Park taking the sunrise. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ben. I really appreciate what you have done, you know, because I have to emphasize one more thing. Whatever you saw just now was not download from internet, okay? Ben actually physically go there himself with his drone, and of course sometimes William with him, and then of course then you see a lot of like the spots that's in Perth, the popular spot in Perth. So he actually go there with different colleagues, you know, spend a lot of efforts on that. Really big thank you to Ben. Okay, we are looking forward for more. Okay, more. Okay, more. And then also thank you for those who participate in the video who may not, you know, not show on live today. Okay, thank you so much for the teams. Okay, taking these opportunities, right, I would like to thank you as well to, again, Lian, to be the host for tonight. Thank you, Lian, for doing such a fantastic one. So he actually, because I was that busy, right, he actually scheduled everything, like planned for everything. Thank you so much, Lian, for doing such a successful one. And then, of course, I have to thank our board, Kashif, Daniel, Anthony, Sheila, Nabel, and Shahid, before I forgot Shahid, okay, before I get in trouble. Okay, thank you so much, you know, to your encouragements, that the notes that you send through every morning. Okay, we really appreciate that. And of course, our big supporter, Mandy, and the team, the international sales team. And I always forgot about the team, our marketing team in headquarters, Alice and Key. Okay, see, my team is very excited. I don't know how much trouble and how many requirements we make each week for you to make the flyer for us, to make the advertisements for us. Thank you so much for your support. And I would like to say a special thanks to our big boss Guillaume as well, and the UI team in Shanghai, in Hong Kong, in KL, and even in Australia, David. Thank you so much, because whenever there is an opportunity, you always think about us, regardless is the article writings or interview or awards, you always think about us. Thank you so much for giving us like the opportunity for that. And also the country in charge, the director for different country, the VP, the leaders. Thank you so much for your support to participate our Friday event. And I'm looking forward for more cooperations with everyone, okay? Yeah, please invite me as well, okay? I would like to share Australia to your country, okay? Okay, and then thank you so much for sure, my internal staff, my admin, my PA, Priest, who has been with me since the company start with only 2 of us. Okay, and now we have a teams of 15. We have a big referral group as well. Thank you so much. And also my sales team who bring us not only the sales, okay, but a lot of fun. Okay, looking forward for more karaoke, and then but we set the target first. Okay, so maybe we can consider to go once a month. Okay, why not? And then I know that some of you already suggest to have badminton, bowling. Why not? Okay, we should do that. You know, because I can see obviously a lot of us, right, has gained some weight, you know, from compared to what we have in the anniversary. Okay, of course we have to thank our clients, no matter it's in the is the local client, our overseas client, whether we met before, we never met, because we do have clients buy from us, they never visit us, they never met us, but they just trust us. Thank you so much for trusting us. Yeah, and then we do need to thank our developers, our builder, even though they're giving a lot of pressure. Yeah, our affiliates, our brokers, our settlement agent, inspector, migrations agent who give us advice, our self-managed super fund, all this business part. But thank you so much. And of course, special thanks to our company advisor, Daning Chong, and many more that I may not be able to name one by one. We appreciate and value your support from the bottoms of our hearts. Thank you so much. And moving forward, right, there is so much of uncertainty, you know, in the coming months, even the years, you know, Australia may go into the deep depressions, which everyone says so, but WA will be different, okay? WA may be the only state that will be exempted. Who knows? We don't know, okay? So changing lives and realizing the dreams of a people, customer, and society, that is our IQI corporate visions. Therefore, all we need to do, regardless what happens in the future, we continue to empower our people, okay, as our visions, and do the right things as the instructions, and also as the belief we always have, and see beyond the box. This is what I say, okay? Don't limit ourselves with only the WA market, because our population is only 3 million. Consider China, consider Hong Kong, Cambodia, Vietnam. Look at Ho Chi Minh. The city already 4 times bigger than WA. So we have to look out of the box. And last but not least, we continue to work hard, play hard, and enjoy life. Thank you so much, everyone. Lian, pass it back to you. If anyone...
Pass back to me, sir. Once again, thank you everyone.
If anyone want to...
Yeah, anyone want to say anything?
A few more
because I think it's 9:20 now, so I think we probably
overrun.
Conclude. Yeah, because everyone's so excited and they want to share everything. Thank you everyone for sharing with us tonight. Yeah, once again, thank you everyone signing in and support us, and there'll be more to come. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you and good night.
I thought we want to... cut liao. I thought we want to take a photo, like a group photo. Where's Lily Chong?
Sign out now. She signed out already.
Boss is like,
she can't wait to go. I think she needs to win, maybe. Well done, team. Wow.
Well done.
Sweating, man.
Oh, sweating, man. Oh.
I'm going to answer.
Take off your cardigan and jacket all of a sudden.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just realized that because when I'm talking to you guys, I actually look at the screen, and also if I look quite down on the actual screen. But anyway,
we are good.
Yes, I was in the.
Okay, let me check the footage.
You sure we're not on live, huh?
We didn't go on live.